Here's a few during clips of this landscaping job that I recently completed. Keep on watching. Here in a couple more seconds, I talk about the plants that I used in this landscaping design and how I got the job and everything else. Guys, this job turned out amazing, so keep on watching for the rest. Check this out, guys. I just completed this landscaping job after 2 days of work. The owner's son helped me, and I want to talk about the plants used and how I got this job and everything. So basically, these customers, they stopped on out at Plant Daddy Express and they were going to buy some plants to use in this landscaping job. And I'm like, hey, wait, I can design you something and then I can come out and plant them, for you, and I can mulch and everything else and put an edge on. And so I used a garden shovel. Like I said, the owner's son helped me a bit, but I did all the fine details just about. And as you can see, there was not really a bed here to begin with. The owner's son put a bunch of dirt here in place after rototilling and stuff. But all right, guys, enough of that. You guys saw what it kind of looks like, but let's talk about the specifics. Russian sage, it's about to flower right now, and I've always wanted to do this. I always wanted to use Russian sage in a mass planting like this, and I said, heck, if you like it, I like it. Russian sage, I got 11 of them all the way across here. Little spire. 1 year from now, as long as these things do somewhat decent, they should just about be touching. Every single one of these should be touching in 1 year. So just imagine, they'll also potentially grow from seed, but they're gonna put preen down. I've already put preen down, and I'm probably gonna put a little bit more after this video. But little spire Russian sage blooms all the way until the first couple frosts in October. Around this box, I don't wanna go out of my way to hide anything, but I'm putting these Karl Forster grasses in. I put them in because that adds some height. It will block out the box, but it won't get too crazy. These grasses are only gonna get like a foot to foot and a half wide. I got more Russian sage to continue this, and I know this isn't very many plants right here, but these are 3 Bobo hydrangeas. They stay small. That's an incredible storm-proof hydrangea, can get giant white blooms. So I'm using 3 types of hydrangeas you'll see in this job. You got the Incredible giant white blooms. Heck, I got 4 types of hydrangeas, but I guess 3 types. 4 different, I don't know, hydrangeas, 3 types. I got panicle hydrangeas. I got that type of hydrangea, and then over here, these are eclipse hydrangeas. These purple ones, I got a bloom over there, so I'll show you the leaves over there. As far as the plants go over here, these perennials, I've got a bloomerang per pink bush. That thing can get up to 5 foot tall potentially. So at the corner, it's got room to grow. Over here, heuchera or coral bells. I got electric plum coral bells. I'll show you this one up close. Look at that, excellent color. And that will just absolutely pair amazingly with that. And then there's a peach blossom, a still be there. And then 2 Twinkle Toes lungwort. I'll show you this one up close. Twinkle Toes lungwort looking amazing. And then you got Jack Frost Brunnera. I love those as long as they survive and stuff, which they should. Basically, they can double in size, triple in size, and give really pretty blue flowers. The lungwort, blue and pink flowers. Those maybe pink flowers, and then peach. And then over here, so this is the last time I'm going to be here, unless they call me back to do some more work. And right now at this point in the video, there was a big puddle over here. There's a standing puddle over here. You see how dry this is? Put in some drainage when you're building a house. And also, don't put the clay or regular topsoil up next to the house. I mean, you can do it down low if you're building a house, but please, if you spend the extra money, put the best possible topsoil or compost around the front of your house, especially a house like this. You're going to want landscaping, so put compost mixed with topsoil. Soil is key when you're doing a landscaping job, and we built up this area here with the soil so then you can have good healthy plants. You got a Brunnera there, Jack Frost. Once again, this is an eclipse hydrangea, so it's another type. You got the panicle, you got the smooth, and then whatever this is called. But there's a bloom. hopefully next year it'll be loaded. But Brunnera there, you got another one over there. And then you've got, I mean, just kind of sporadically placed is those two things. You got the lungwort, peach blossom astilbe. So you got 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the pillars, the taller spikes of peach. Those things will hold their color all throughout the year and maybe even a little bit into the winter too. And then the lungwort will be spring, Brunnera spring. Those will be like an early summer. And then over here, you've got the mini Moivette hydrangeas. I believe this is a smooth hydrangea. Correct me or don't correct me if I'm wrong, but these plants right here are starting to grow really fast. I just planted them or potted them up like a month and a half ago. And then the icing on the cake, that's not the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake is this right here. This is a butterfly Japanese maple. So this is a $300 tree basically, and it has highly variegated pink, white, and light green leaves. Like, this tree has great looking bark as well. And you know, so basically more about these hydrangeas right here, the Invincibelle Mini Moivette or the Mini Moivette. These hydrangeas right here should only get like 2 to 3 foot tall, maybe on the 2 foot side. They should get pink flowers, not really white, but more so pink. Really, really pretty. They should last a decent amount of time. And then I put a Dancing in the Moonlight hosta over there. I mean, it's a shaded area over here across the front later in the day, and in the morning it gets a little bit of sun. And but basically all this is more so shaded. So these plants can handle a little bit more sun than some of like the hostas, you know, that get burnt, but they're still going to be shaded. I think that this is, you know, what they're going to want as far as these plants go. Obviously, I talked to the customers. They love these plants. They asked for the lilac. They wanted these hydrangeas, and they loved the Russian sage. So another job. Hopefully this, you know, stays maintained. And I might be called back to put in some stones along the area over there, but they hopefully will get some concrete and drainage put in. One heck of a nice house. And I think that they're going to like this. They're not home right now. They left a while ago before I spiced up the landscaping with all the mulch and then fine-tuned it. So, I mean, hopefully you guys can tell these are some amazing plants. Now I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit of preen on top and get out of here.